Hi, my name is Mary, and I'm here to share with you my July sewing makes. This month, I will say that my main focus was pants and some fall jackets for myself and for my husband. So, in last month's video, I had shared that what I wanted to try to make was jeans, because I've never done that before, and I love jeans. I like to wear jeans, so I thought, you know what, I would really like try making jeans. And so that's the first thing I'm going to share with you. So I have them on right now, and I have to say, for my first go around, I am very satisfied with these jeans. They were kind of hard, but not as hard as I thought. And actually, I'm lucky. I didn't have to alter the pattern at all. They fit me just cutting a size 14 in the pattern that I used. I used the Butterick pattern 5682. And the jeans I'm wearing today, I cut out view C, which is the boot cut. Because in the fall and winter, I do like to wear boots under most days, like ankle boots or other kinds of boots. And actually, I find that the more flared leg is more flattering on me. That's my personal opinion. I use a stretch denim. So the only problem I had with these, I've never worked with a stretch denim before, and I don't know if that's what happened, but as I sewed it together, when I went to put the waistband on, the waistband, which was the right size for my waist, because that's what I have on here, it was this much shorter than the perimeter of the pants I had sewn together. So I had somehow gained way too much distance. So I had to figure out where to shrink them. So I ended up taking in these side seams, because that's really all I could do, because I flat felled all the inside seams, or the ones that I could flat fell. So that would be a lot of work to undo. So so the pockets are really actually pretty narrow. Put my hands in because of that, but it's fine. I don't really use my pockets too much. And the other problem I had was the buttonhole. I have an automatic buttonholer on my sewing machine, and I broke like 3 or 4 needles trying to make these jeans. And it wasn't that my sewing machine couldn't handle it. I just did stupid things, like I forgot to put it back on a straight stitch when I had the straight stitch plate on, and so it was still on a zigzag. And then, of course, you can't zigzag through metal, so it's just poof. And then, but actually, this buttonhole on the pant waist, it was just too thick. I just bent like 2 needles even trying to do it. So I mean, I almost ruined the whole pants because I just couldn't get the buttonhole to work right. So anyway, I got it on there good enough. But that's probably, if you learn to look real close, that buttonhole is kind of creepy. But I usually wear a belt just for looks, so that'll cover that up. So I'm not really worried about it. Second pair of pants that I made this month used the same pattern, but I used a different view. So in this pair of pants, I used the same pattern, but I cut out view B, which is the straight leg version. And instead of using a denim, I used a stretch Pinwale Corduroy. So it's real fine. It's almost like velvet. I mean, it's not really velvet, but I really wanted a new pair of khaki colored corduroys. I used to have a couple pairs I really liked, and I've had a hard time finding a pair in the cut and style that I want. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to make a pair. So I found this fabric. It's a stretch. It's probably it's a lighter weight fabric than the denim, so it was easier to sew, and I was more careful with stretching the fabric, so I didn't have the same waist problem. Actually, the waist and all that came together just fine. And I didn't break any needles this time, so that's good. So yeah, and I didn't use a contrasting thread with the top stitching, although I did do all the top stitching. I just used a khaki color. So these are a little looser, although I haven't washed these. I mean, I washed the fabric before I cut it out and before I sewed it, but I haven't washed them since I've sewed them together. So I don't know if they'll shrink anymore. I think with the denim, I pre-washed it and dried it, but then I also think it shrunk after I made them, which was fine because I like that cut. So though it's the same pattern and the same, it's just a little bit looser, but I'm still happy with that. And if they shrink more when I wash them, if they shrink, then they'll be fine. So. And I lined the pocket. I made a shirt, which I'm about to show you, out of the fabric I lined this pocket with. So I'm going to go with that right now. So the shirt that I'm wearing is, I just used some fabric I had. It's not my favorite print, but I thought, oh, it goes with khaki. It looks fallish. So I had purchased this pattern, Butterick 6663, and this is view C. So I just used this because I was trying to use up this fabric, and I didn't really know what I'd ever use this fabric for, and I thought, oh, you know what, it'll go with khaki color. So I'm not sure that I would wear it with these pants, but it has a invisible zip down the back, and some ruffle trim, and the pinpoint here, and put that in the back. So I don't have too much to say about this. After making the pants, this felt like a really easy make. The other thing I made, the last clothing item I made 2 more of Polar Fleece Jacket I made last month. So McCall's 5252. I made one for me and one for my husband. I made 2 of these last month too for us, but I used kind of like a pretty inexpensive fleece from Joann's. And so this time that wasn't that these fleece were a lot more expensive, but I ordered just some more interesting fleece material. So mine it's double-sided, so it has a longer fur like fleece on the outside, and then on the inside it has a shorter haired fleece. So it has a more pretty, I think it's prettier and not so basic. I didn't put the pockets in because the pattern calls for pockets here, and with this furry kind of material, I just thought, you know what, I don't really need pockets. So that's this one. So I was happy with how this turned out. Summer right now, so I feel pretty hot, like temperature-wise, wearing this. So I don't want to keep it on for too much longer. So, but it turned out well. This pattern, the only problem I have with this pattern on both myself and my husband is the sleeves are really long. Like I have to take this much off. Everything else on this pattern I kept the same. I didn't add anything, but the sleeves, I don't know who has this long arms. And my husband's 6'5", and his sleeves are too long too, so I don't know. But anyway, so my husband's jacket, it looks like this, and it's also a green. So this material is more of an outdoor waterproof. So it's actually an interest is a kind of like a woven smooth exterior, and then a rubber waterproof coating, and then like a thin fleece lining on the inside. So it's I was happy how this turned out, and I did all the pocketing on his, and I used the leftover fabric from that shirt I made for the inside of his pockets. So that leftover fabric makes good pocket lining. So he matches my shirt. And I added length to his because he's so tall. I'll put a picture up. and he's happy with this jacket. This material was pretty hard on my machine. I think it's because it's got the layers of waterproofing, and I mean my machine did it, but I could tell this was even probably a little tougher than the denim. So I think that I might have been pushing the limits of my machine. I didn't break any needles. I might have broke. Nah. Yeah, I don't think I broke any needles, but it was pretty hard. My machine was like, "What are you doing to me?" on this one. And I made a purse. And this was kind of fun. I've never made a purse before, but my quilting kit of the month, I get 6 fat quarters, and they sent the pattern to make this. So I actually have the material to make another purse out of a different color, but I was able to make a couple of these. So I thought this turned out well. It has a magnetic snap and a zipper. So that was fun to make, and yeah. So now when I have leftover fabric, I guess I can make purses to match my clothes. I don't know that I really do that, but that's that. So that's everything I sewed this month. I think in August I don't have a bunch of major plans. I did buy some more denim because I actually like making the jeans. The jeans they're kind of fun because they're kind of challenging, and then you can try some different things. So I did purchase 2 more jean fabrics, denims, and I have another sweatshirt I'm going to make for my husband. He likes sweatshirts. So I don't know if I'm going to make the same pattern for my husband. I'm going to try a sweatshirting fleece. So let me show you the materials that I have planned. I think I'll get them all made in August. I might change my mind and just order some other stuff and not even do that. But the first denim, this was an impulse buy, is this stretch denim here. It's snake skin print. And I think for this one I'm going to do a more narrow leg. So I think I'll do the slim length ankle cut. I'll try that for the snake skin. So I thought that was kind of fun. And I got a kind of a light black streaked, and I'm just gonna do a pair of probably the same cut I did these out of this. So I just haven't decided. I probably won't do any major like contrasting top stitching with the snake print, but I think a bright white top stitching would be really nice on this. I don't think the yellow to gold. So I'm still trying to figure out the details of what I want. And the sweatshirting fleece I ordered from my other husband. This is inexpensive, and this is not quite as the material I was hoping it would be, but it's dark gray and it's light gray on the inside. So, and there's not a lot of stretch, so that's fine. I don't know if I'm going to do this pattern, or I might explore some other ones, but this seems like it would be really hot, which he wants in the winter time, so he doesn't get cold. So anyway, we'll see what I can do with this. I haven't quite decided. It seems it's all polyester, and I didn't quite realize what that would mean, so it feels maybe too synthetic, but anyway, we'll find out. So, but thanks for watching my video about my clothing makes. I'm still going, still having fun. So thanks for watching, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Bye.